Let's go on an adventure. Hello, everybody. Today, we're diving into the heart of Asia to explore the world's most vibrant floating markets. Imagine a city of canals, boats piled high with colorful fruits and sizzling snacks. No cars, just a symphony of sights and smells. We'll see how people live, work, and eat right on the water, a world away from the everyday. And the best part? We get to experience it together. Ready? Grab your life vest and an empty stomach. Our first boat is about to depart. Let's go! Our first stop, Damnoen Sarawak in Thailand, a floating market like no other. Picture a traffic jam of boats, each a floating restaurant or shop, the air alive with sizzling woks and laughter. Vendors in wide-brimmed hats grill coconut pancakes, hand you mango sticky rice, and smile as you float by. The colors are dazzling. Green canals, orange mangoes, pink dragon fruit, every boat a masterpiece. Here, food is the great connector. You point, they explain, and suddenly you're sharing a meal with a stranger. The sounds, vendors calling, engines humming, people laughing, blend into a joyful symphony. You can buy a meal, a flower, or a hand-carved elephant without ever leaving your seat. It's not just a market, it's a living piece of history, a celebration of life on the water. The warmth and pride of the people make every bite unforgettable. Damnoen Sarawak is chaotic, colorful, and completely magical. And trust me, you'll want to put it on your list. Next, we rise before dawn in Vietnam, when the world is still wrapped in darkness and the air is thick with anticipation. The Mekong River, a lifeline for millions, is already stirring. The gentle hum of boat engines and the soft splash of oars break the silence as we glide through the cool, misty air, heading toward one of the most vibrant spectacles in Southeast Asia. We're on our way to the Kai Rang floating market, the beating heart of the Mekong Delta. Here, the river transforms into a bustling marketplace, alive with color, sound, and the energy of a new day. This is the real deal, a wholesale market where farmers and traders gather before sunrise, their boats loaded with the freshest produce from the surrounding countryside. From boat to boat, deals are struck, and the bounty of the land is exchanged right on the water. In the misty pre-dawn, hundreds of boats appear, each advertising its goods with a bamboo pole, known as a KBO, hoisting pineapples, watermelons, sweet potatoes, and more high above the decks. These poles are the market's signposts, letting buyers know what's for sale from a distance, creating a patchwork of color and texture across the river. For many, these boats are more than just a workplace. They're home. Entire families live on the water, their lives and livelihoods inseparable from the river's ebb and flow. Children play on the decks, while parents prepare for another busy day of trade. As the market comes alive, breakfast floats by. Vendors serve steaming bowls of pho, the fragrant broth mingling with the morning air. There's no need to leave your boat. Breakfast comes to you, delivered with a smile and a few quick words in Vietnamese. And for those in need of a caffeine kick, strong Vietnamese coffee is brewed right on the water, poured into glasses thick with sweet condensed milk, and handed over from boat to boat. It's a ritual that fuels the market's early hours. As the sun rises, the river glows gold, illuminating a world in constant motion. The market pulses with life, voices calling out prices, laughter echoing across the water, and the rhythmic clatter of produce being loaded and unloaded. Transactions are quick, efficient, a dance of commerce that's been perfected over generations. Money and goods change hands in a matter of seconds. Each exchange a testament to the trust and understanding that binds this community together. This isn't a show for tourists. It's the heartbeat of the Mekong. While a few visitors may watch from the sidelines, the market's true audience is its own people, who rely on it for their daily bread. The faces you see, weathered, proud, resilient, tell the story of a community bound to the water. Each wrinkle and smile speaks of years spent braving the elements, of families raised and fortunes made or lost on these shifting currents. It's gritty, authentic, and deeply moving. There's a raw beauty here, in the way people adapt to the river's moods and make a living from its gifts. The morning mist lingers, softening the edges of the world and lending the market a dreamlike quality. Fishermen cast their nets nearby, hoping for a good catch before the sun climbs too high. Kai Rang is a lesson in hard work, connection, and the beauty of everyday life. Here, neighbors help each other, sharing news, laughter, and sometimes even a meal between sales. Here, nature and humanity flow together. The river is both a highway and a home, a source of sustenance and a stage for daily drama. It's a privilege to witness this floating world, to see a way of life that has endured for centuries, adapting and thriving in harmony with the river. The memory of this sunrise, the golden light, the laughter, the sense of community, will stay with you forever, long after you've left the river behind. This is Vietnam at its most real, vibrant, resilient, and alive with the spirit of the Mekong. Now we slow down in South Kalimantan, Indonesia, at the Loch Baintan floating market. Here, the day begins before the sun has fully risen, and the river is still wrapped in a gentle mist. The air is cool, and the only sounds are the rhythmic splash of paddles and the soft voices of women preparing for another day on the water. No engines, just the soft dip of paddles and the quiet chatter of women. Their laughter and stories float across the water, weaving a tapestry of community that has existed for generations. Each paddle stroke is a reminder of the patience and resilience that define life here. The market is run almost entirely by women, paddling their wooden jukungs at sunrise, boats filled with homegrown fruits and vegetables. These women are the heart of Loch Baintan, rising before dawn to harvest, load, and navigate the river's gentle currents. Their boats are floating gardens, brimming with bananas, pineapples, chilies, and leafy greens, each item a testament to their hard work and care. Barter is the norm: spinach for bananas, chilies for beans, a system built on trust and community. There is no rush, no shouting, just a quiet understanding as hands reach across boats, exchanging not just goods but smiles and news from upriver. This is commerce as it once was, personal, direct, and deeply human. The scene is serene: colorful headscarves, boats forming a mosaic on the misty river. The market is a living painting, with every boat and every woman adding a brushstroke of color and life. The river itself seems to slow down, reflecting the vibrant hues and the gentle movement of the market. Breakfast is served from floating kitchens, soto banjar, fragrant and warming. The aroma of spices drifts across the water, drawing hungry vendors and visitors alike. Here, a bowl of soup is more than a meal. It's a moment of comfort, a taste of home, and a chance to pause and share stories before the day's work continues. The market is small, intimate, and timeless, a living tradition passed from mother to daughter. Young girls learn to paddle and trade alongside their mothers and grandmothers, inheriting not just skills, but a sense of belonging and pride. Each generation adds its own chapter to the story of Loch Baintan. Here, work is dignity, independence, and pride. The women of Loch Baintan are entrepreneurs, caretakers, and community leaders. Their strength is quiet but unmistakable, visible in every confident smile and every steady hand guiding a boat through the morning mist. The pace forces you to slow down, to breathe, to be present. In a world that often rushes by, Loch Baintan invites you to linger, to notice the details: the glint of sunlight on water, the gentle sway of boats, the warmth of a shared meal. Loch Baintan whispers its magic, inviting you to listen, to appreciate, to connect. It's a place where visitors are welcomed not as strangers, but as guests, drawn into the rhythm of river life and the embrace of a close-knit community. It's a gentle giant feeding both body and soul. The market sustains families, nourishes friendships, and preserves a way of life that is both fragile and enduring. The beauty is in the quiet moments and the strength of its women. In the hush between trades, in the shared laughter, in the silent understanding that binds this community together, Loch Baintan reveals its true spirit. What a contrast, and what a gift. In a rapidly changing world, Loch Baintan stands as a reminder of the power of tradition, the resilience of women, and the simple joys found on a river at dawn. Ready for a change? Imagine waking up to a world where the air is crisp, the silence is profound, and the only sounds are the gentle lapping of water and the distant call of birds. Here, time seems to slow down, inviting you to breathe deeply and let go of the rush of everyday life. We're in Srinagar, Kashmir, on the legendary Dal Lake, embraced by the mighty snow-capped peaks of the Himalayas. The city itself is a tapestry of history and culture, but it's the lake that truly captures the soul of this place. As dawn breaks, the shikaras, those iconic canopied wooden boats, begin to glide silently across the glassy water. The floating market stirs to life even before the sun peaks over the mountains, with vendors and buyers gathering in a quiet ballet that's been performed for generations. Here, lake dwellers sell produce grown in floating gardens, ingenious patches of earth anchored to the water. Tomatoes, gourds, and the prized lotus root are piled high in boats, their colors vivid against the morning mist. The market is a lifeline, a tradition, and a celebration of the lake's bounty. The air is brisk and invigorating, carrying the scent of wet earth and fresh vegetables. There's a sense of peace here, a gentle rhythm to the market's quiet ritual among neighbors and friends. Conversations are soft, laughter echoes across the water, and every transaction feels personal. As the sun rises higher, the lake transforms. Boats brimming with vibrant flowers, roses, marigolds, and lilies appear, alongside shikaras displaying Kashmiri handicrafts, hand-woven shawls, intricately carved wooden boxes, and delicate papier-mâché art. The colors and textures are a feast for the eyes. You settle into a shikara, wrapped in a warm shawl, and sip fragrant saffron-infused kawa tea. A bread vendor rows by, offering freshly baked bread straight from his boat. As you savor each bite, you watch the first rays of sunlight turn the snowy Himalayan peaks a soft, glowing pink. The water is so still it becomes a perfect mirror, reflecting the sky, the mountains, and the boats in flawless symmetry. It's as if the world above and the world below have merged, creating a sense of infinite calm and beauty. Transactions here are gentle and unhurried, full of grace and mutual respect. There's no rush, no noise, just a quiet understanding that life on the lake moves at its own pace, in harmony with nature. Dal Lake feels like a secret garden, hidden from the world, where every moment is precious and every view is a painting. It's a world apart, where the boundaries between people and nature blur, and life unfolds in gentle harmony. The experience is meditative, restorative, a rare chance to feel both small in the face of nature's grandeur and deeply connected to the world around you. Here, you find a sense of peace that lingers long after you leave. To witness this floating world is to be let in on a beautiful secret, shared by locals and travelers alike. The smiles, the warmth, and the quiet joy of the market create memories that last a lifetime. Dal Lake is more than just a market. It's an experience that awakens all your senses. The sights, the sounds, the scents, and the flavors come together in a symphony of serenity. It's a place that stays with you, truly unforgettable. Our final stop, the Quang Si Floating Market near Luang Prabang, Laos. Small and tranquil, it's surrounded by lush jungle and filled with simple wooden boats. Vendors, often women, bring foraged mushrooms, river fish, sticky rice, and hand-woven textiles. The vibe is intimate and friendly. You're a guest, not a tourist. Conversations are real, exchanges are warm, and the pace is slow. The setting is idyllic. Calm water, birdsong, and a sense of community that floats. You can buy silver jewelry, indigo-dyed textiles, or a fresh lunch of grilled fish and sticky rice. The market is authentic, off the beaten path, and full of heart. Here, the beauty is in the quiet rhythm of daily life. Quang Si is a gentle hug at the end of our journey, a place to reflect and feel connected. Sometimes the smallest markets leave the biggest impression. Our boat has docked, and what a journey it's been. From Thailand's chaos to Laos's serenity. We've shared meals, met incredible people, and seen how life and water intertwine across Asia. Thank you for joining me on this adventure. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe to support more journeys like this. Until next time, be curious, be kind, and treat every place and person with respect. The world is big, beautiful, and delicious. Go explore it. See you next time, friends.